Good morning. Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to SKTV. Welcome to SKTV Live. Let's share the show as you join us. Invite someone to join us. Let's share the show. Let's share the show. To my papa and my woman in Tucson, Grand Gila Kante. To my papa in Balad Poa Bon Kante. To my papa and my woman in Zogowi Nima Kante who been asking for me. Yeah. I bounce back. Let's share the show. I bounce back bigly. I bounce back bigly. Today we got plenty to talk. Let's share the show, my people. Let's share the show. I'm back. We've been following the legislative politics. I'm back. I'm back. I'm drinking tea. I'm drinking B-ball tea. Let's share the show, folks. Let's share the show. A lot of things happening, folks. Welcome to SKTV. Welcome to SKTV Live. Let's share the show. Share the show to as many people as you can. Let's share the show, please. Share the show in as many chat rooms as you can. As you come on, let us know where you're following us from. Today, we got plenty to talk. I bounce back drinking B-ball and tea. I'm drinking B-ball tea today. Tell where you follow us from, folks. Yeah. We have a lot to cover today. Plenty thing to talk. Plenty good thing to talk. The whole government has scared. The whole government that's scared. The whole government that's scared. That whole thing in that country that's scared. Let me drink tea on your friend. I'll pick you up. Let Fanatic over say when he had to go kiss the Pope ring, that was important to him. I see him talking funny thing. You had talk funny thing, Fanatic over. You were talk funny thing. I had to go kiss the ring. It was a lifelong privilege, and you can speak, bro. Let them have the job. They can have the job. Talking BBT, man. You won't be serious. You say you won't be reformer. Then you go sit down on a convicted criminal show. You should be reformer. The player I know there's something wrong with all of you. The player I know there's something wrong with all of you. The player I know there's something wrong with all of you. You won't come vindicate yourself, but you go on criminal show to go vindicate yourself. You serious? You know how serious man Fanatic over. I will tell you your mistake you made. I will tell you how you say yourself on what brought you up to the place. And normally Kanga Lawrence is the next person. They will get rid. Normally nobody will disgrace her before they get rid of her. You're watching see. They see what I can hear Morgan and him Pablo. We don't want to tell you what will happen. We told you on the show that they will remove Fanatic over. And we told you. And Representative Musa Belete, no way. No way in the player. No way. They will remove him. Fanatic over no go rest a body. You know, a serious man. He is not a serious man. He honor mindset. You know, a serious man. So be reformer. Fanatic over somebody who will be reformer. He loaded reformer. Reform and Fanatic over can be in the same sentence. Yeah, you know that. We told our on SKTV that Fanatic Kofa is an unrepentant criminal. The one who are moving a criminal too.
Good evening, though. Good evening. When you see your neighbor, you speak to your neighbor, man. Good evening. I speak to your neighbor.
I like giving so water. I drink juice. I drink
Yeah,
tea.
no wahala. Me, I'm drinking more Ali water. This
They
water
show
I'm
me.
drinking is, yeah, no wahala, my
I
brother.
don't let them talk about more Ali than more
Where
Ali
you
than.
been? They fucking embarrassing me for you. Where you been? I said, still a big
Tell my
boy.
my papa and say I'm back. Tell them say I'm
Oh,
back bigly.
I told her, I said, Steve, the big boy. I'm not worried about Steve. So, folks, just share, like, and comment. The Steve said, today will be hot.
Yeah,
Get a hot tea.
you know they running the country as a serious thing.
You know, when you bought it, when you
see.
bought the water, you know, for the first time, you know, how it can be hot, right? So, indeed, how it will be like today. So, share the show.
No more Johnson. The show will be hot.
But oh, started, even your own neighbor, you know, you don't want to even speak to your neighbor.
That's
I think
the show will be
my own brother was speak to me.
That's the one I can see you bouncing around.
That's one year is that pressure for the bro, my brother. Don't give us that pressure.
I get myself pressure. I saw check. I'm not checking. But let me tell you something. My role is not to talk for anybody or to make it. My role is to remind the Liberian people that we told you the people that were going to do it. I had to rub it in your faces. Who told you that I had to tell you? So you can listen to
somebody said 17 years ago today.
You have to rub it in your faces. Look at to tell you the point not serious. Talking about you want to go. Joseph Parker in entire life get that degree. Then you running to go to school to go do that. Your priorities is not in the right place. You can barely manage your bachelor degree or associate degree program in the country. Then he say you want to go carry a doctorate degree. You're serious minded group of people, and I see him going there too because he's shameless. He said that all his life stole government money, pass around being corrupt. He didn't get one doctorate degree to his knee. Then he said, well, open doctorate degree school. You're not ready here. You're not ready in that country here. Me, my role is to rub it in your faces and tell you exactly what it is. I'm not here to count. The thing I can count the show to count me and my FIFA or me or FIFA. And I hear to know about the people. Yeah.
What kind of mess?
You saw what we did it. Yes, I don't call it buying money again. Yes, I don't call it buying money again. We don't want to in the town. We discussing Syria. Your friend is moving progressively in Syria places. Then you get to the Baga passing around saying, well, opening 10 over doctoral school.
Yeah, Jeremiah Kola, thank you. Right there in Sano County.
Let's share the show, man.
I think Jeremiah, one day you got to come on.
They're making fool out of you. They're making fool out of you in that country. They're making fool out of you. But maybe today we'll lay out what made Fanatikova today to be out of there. Fanatikova exposed himself. We told him. He exposed himself. Ain't one be spokesman for Joseph Boakai. Ain't King America here. I'm a physician. Then the next day, Boakai chip today. Boakai traveling. You PR for Boakai. You sending mixed signals and mixed messages. And we all sit down and look at you. We will remove you. A part of the 42 blacks. The 42 men are part of them will remove you. No, let me tell you something. Our strategy is simple.
But Steve say you want to go into that now. So if you talk about that now, to where it stands now, do you think that you will be removed or you're supposed to resign? So you already now go into the
Yeah. Like you giving yourself hard time. Our strategy is simple. We'll hold the line. The men will not be able to conduct any business. We just hold the line. At the end of the day, we're not putting pressure. We're not holding our line.
But that would be someone would say constitutional crisis because also
let it be constitutional crisis. At the end of the day, he will have to resign. He will leave. We're not get a problem with him. Fanatikova needs to go.
The matter you will not bow down to anybody.
Okay, that's fine. Then the child will say, man, can't sleep, will not sleep. That Joseph Boakai government looking for you.
And good. And a Liberian now will not feed the weight.
And Joseph, if you are gonna wait when they go to the hospital, what they can do for Liberian to be alleviated from poverty? What did they not do to free the Liberian people? What did they not do to benefit the Liberian people in our house there? Tell me it today so we can say they'll feed the weight. Let me tell you something. Their whole thing is useless. Mm-hmm. So they destroy the one made noise.
So the number one thing that they have done is at least some of the police officers that get they want on the fire when the budget pass, they can be able to get a rating. The nurses, the doctors, at least be able to get a rating. So that one, another one. So that one good thing that they can do for those people who are civil servants, you know,
No,
so
no,
that
no,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
start wasting our time, bro. Start wasting our time. Start wasting our time. Those men and women in the House of Representatives and the Senate have been there for the past 6 years, 12 years, 18 years. They have stolen from the Liberian people. That's all they're there for. What did not do to benefit the Liberian people? Those corrupt group of people, in the one there, the more they're not corrupt. The rest of the crew, they're also corrupt people, or serious-minded people, bunch of criminals that put themselves together in that place. In fact, so they are one of the major problems for the Liberian people. You know that? You know what I mean? I come from Magibi. My 2 senators in Magibi, 2 of them session. You know what I mean? Nukwe and what the other one in? The other one passing, I want to call Joe. We are praying. I want to pronounce well, Magi. That all crook. That they all I want to be savior. And Magi then so. Then we start the show. Yeah, folks, you're welcome to the show.
Hey, no, you want to start now because when I start pushing a car to get the police officer, then we'll help you push.
Yesterday I saw you making noise about chicken feet and the men were fighting for chicken feet or whatever it is. Let me tell you something. If the legacy they can fight for dog head, they can fight for dog foot. I could care less than what they want. Look, let me say this to you, Mabon. The most underpaid and people that they can use in that country that the police people. If I were in Labrador, I would not be part of it. I will resign. That foolishness is enough. You send me, I go to riot. You send me, I go to the other one. But they don't pay them well. They don't pay those people well. All the riot that can be in that country, those people sacrifice themselves. They don't pay the police people well. When they're ready, they use these same police people to go against their own citizens. If I'm not in the police, and I resign, I tell my friend, let me sit down. I'll go make us out.
Even the uniform, my brother, even the uniform, they don't even change their uniform. They don't even, you know, it's just quite frustrating. Some of you, yeah.
Let me say this. From a psychological standpoint.
But what happened with dog going off coming on, Steve? Are you noticing something?
My man, I internet, man. I fully internet get why I we're talking about good internet. And when I talk about food, don't distract me, please. Because they send you on a mission, leave me alone. Melbourne. Let me say this to you. Any country you go in, the first group of people that you must respect are the security personnel. But the way you respect those security personnel, you know how you respect them? Is the physical appearance. First of all, the uniform got to be clean and tidy. Second of all, they got to present as responsible, ready to go, and they got to be well groomed. You get our police man, when you pop out one police man, you gotta go for them for you to get someone that knows cleaning something or for them to take care of you, because they send the uniform dirty on it. They don't treat those people good. They treat the police that trash. They treat the immigration, the army, all our security personnel there any kind of way they won't treat them. They put money for the NSA. They pass and go and take the money behind closed door and use it for themselves. They misuse and abuse the security apparatus. That's what they do. They do not invest in these people. Then people say that you might go join police, you might go join the other one. No, man, not join police. Let Joseph Boaka say go be police. Let him go be immigration officer. Let them regulate the state affair. You should be protecting somebody, the person living large, living well. And you're protecting them in your own country. You're not really in our country yet. But I get to this program for today, man. Folks, welcome. Thank you. I see some of you are sharing the show. You are helping us. Help us share the show. Me, I told you, I don't kind of make friend, and I won't be your friend. And I'm interested in being your friend. I'm looking for a friend. I can't to say the truth to you. And I will tell the truth the wrong way, the Liberian way. You not like it at your business, you like it at your business. And I'm here to no. And I'm factoring no fraud for snake. And I'm here to go, oh, you know, my man, my man, you can't be saying it like that. You gotta be saying it like that. Say you know how to say that, I go do your own show and say it the way you want to say it. I will say it the way me I know how to say it. But the way me I know how to talk. Our country man, I can talk, I can speak English. You can speak Google English, you know, you go do your show, and you can speak Google both. Me, I can speak both. I don't know both. So I will tell you the wrong way. I will tell you that you can understand what I'm saying. It's sweet for the Liberian people. I don't want to say it. It's sweet for you, why you're like. But no, any social burning issue quickly before we get into the politics of the day, and then you give us update really quick. Yeah, I drink tea today, my man. I drink tea.
Yeah, my man, you know, you come You can't be job, boom, bar, everywhere. To even to say, oh my brother, how you doing? Or how the church, or how the community. You know, you see, so you put all of us into the same thing.
But man, I've been waiting for that chair report. The chair report. Before last week,
and you have to apologize. Let me tell you, to somebody will say,
no,
they're my brother is so. I'm a deacon brother, and is my bastard brother. Yeah.
Let me tell you something. You know, all of you guys are playing the games in our country. You told the Labrampo last week that you were going to give me you were going to send me the report from the church. Today that Thursday, I didn't get a report yet. What's going on?
Yes.
We need a report. We need a report.
Because listen, because last Sunday I was not in service because of.
You can still get a report for your chair memo then. You come and be deacon. What you don't get me dry that story. I beg you. We need a report effectively, immediately. We'll hold you accountable.
Now you can now you can judge people.
I keep telling you, I report when I can't bring us in that chair.
So my brother, we thank God for life and I'm moving very strong. Even though, yeah, let me say thanks to Monk. I don't know whether you send a link to Monk. Yes,
I sent it to Monk. You and Monk, you've been holding it down, man. Man, soon that report drop in my hand. Small thing will drop. Something will drop.
You tell me what me but that's a big here.
I don't
mind chairman. That's my brother is so. That's my baptist brother. I see people. You all live between Steve and myself. Some of you're telling yourself.
No, soon that baptist report drop. Your thing dropping straight.
Look at you. Big here. Look, I will not be like the other people who go some document and they said they don't know what it's stand for. My brother, I'm here. I will give it to you free of charge. Don't worry about yourself. And
thank you very much.
Yeah. So, Mama do great. Thank you, ma'am.
But folks, let's share the show. We're not even getting into the show yet. All happy. I see some people get
man.
And so for the show will be good today. But maybe the show will be good today. That will be honest. The show will be good. We want to come.
I will miss you. So let me say welcome. Let me welcome you first, man.
My man, you can't be missing your friend man like that. I almost so miss man. Lead out.
I'm on the show.
In that country. Don't. I'm not being sad. Don't see that thing. I beg you. Yeah, I miss you. I miss you. Thank you very much. Folks, let's share the show. Simple with John us. Monk with John. The show will be happy. My man, you can't get Methodist pastor and man of God and jumping around with funny thought and you talking about you miss your friend.
You see that one I miss you. The Methodist people they take all the sample down, they carry back to the bishop. It's a property.
That's why I'm telling you. Some kind of way that chair will survive. They will run that chair will survive.
Look, I can go for myself, maybe in the forest, in the bush, and see what I want to hear. Because every day you work on my brother knows the Wahala. If you're not from the other side, that's to the other side. If you're not from what is supporting the removal, allegedly supporting the removal of the speaker, that somebody's, air tripper, see people stealing, all kinds of things. So the news just too much in Liberia, which want to even discuss now, we don't even know. And thank you, my brother, for coming on. Indeed, actually, your presence on the show is always firework, and we really appreciate you for that. So thank you always for taking the time. And at least today going to be a good show, like you said from the beginning, and we're going to move. So maybe you want to tell, or you want me to tell you some of the latest happening back home.
Yeah, get all the latest in the country first before we go.
Yeah. So with this speaker removal, Wahala or situation is still in the corridor. On today we witness again. Someone will say 2 separate sessions, or all people are calling it meetings, because where there are no quorum, that means there are no session, but other are also calling it session. So we witness the anti-COFA group today. They were in their huge numbers. For a matter of fact, they are, in fact, there were 42 persons in number, and according to them, they were to be 43. But district number 4 representative Mark Thomas out of the country, which of course is supposed to be part of the anti-COFA team, but because of the assignment outside, he was unable to be part on today. With the pro-COFA group, the state meeting, there are 30 members as we speak. They are still strong together and they are moving strong. And Jeff COFA, the speaker, also keeps saying that in fact he's not going to bow down to any pressure. He's still going to remain speaker until otherwise order. So as we speak, we're also getting report that the Senate set up a committee to to look into the situation that is going on in the lower house, at least to be able to put kind or maybe to restore kind at the lower house. And we are also getting report that the pro or COFA group may likely go to court or they are send their communication to the Supreme Court for the rate of mandamus. For those of you who understand the law or the meaning of mandamus, you will know that is a form of from the code that mandating or that calling on someone to go to work or to do their work. So that's what we're hearing also, but it's still here unconfirmed as to whether it's true or not that the speaker had taken flight to the court. So far, my brother, these are happening, and Liberians are indeed frustrated. They are all in their street corners, in their homes, talking about some of these situations. Their questions being asked as to what's going to happen next. Should the government or other are saying that if things continue like this, that maybe the fourth branch of government will be dissolved or what, or the government, what's going to happen. So many things running in the mind of the people, and we still waiting on to the experts to come out and tell us, those lawyers to come out and tell us exactly what's going to happen a few days from now, maybe from now to Monday or Tuesday, if things continue to be like this, what's going to happen next. So far so good. These are happening apart from the accusation coming from some lawmakers about the RSC sponsoring the removal of the speaker and so forth. Yes, we are great. We are between the dry and the rainy season. So in a moment, maybe someone will say we'll be entering the dry season. So the weather condition here today is a little bit good, not yesterday or day before yesterday where we witnessed a heavy rainfall. So we are okay, Steve. We are moving with all of the situation. That is good, and thank God for life.
Well, Milburn, thank you so much. Thank you for the updates. Folks, let's share the show. Like I said, we have a lot to talk about today, a lot to cover. First thing first is I would like to start the show by letting us know that this week we have a very contentious show. I know the government, the entire houses, they're following SKTV, as they are also following other platforms. They want to hear our views. Some of them, they want to know where we stand and what we're saying. But I want to start off today with a conversation with Fanatic COFA. For those of you who quick to get carried away, you quickly get bamboozled, or quick to be moved. We on SKTV hold no ill feelings against any politician. We're not against anyone. Even the choices the Liberian people make, we're not against it. But our role is to remind you, even when we've told you the truth, and you refuse to listen to us, our role. It's our responsibility. It's also our responsibility to let you know the consequences of your choices and your actions. It's our role. It's part of our responsibility. We must do that because elections have consequences. Yes, they do. And so that's why when you're making decisions during election times, you don't make them based on emotions. You don't make them based on tribal lines or popularity. You don't. And I've always said this, and I'll say it from a personal standpoint. You don't have to like somebody to elect them. Election is not about likability. It's not about popularity. It's about picking the best from amongst you to do a job. People with proven track records. I'm not saying you can have your difference with them. I'm not saying you can disagree with them. But if they have a track record that they can do the job, put them there to do the job. Stop making excuses, Liberians, to elect the best amongst us to do what is right. We can say anything professionally. We can say it the raw way. We can say it the rough way. I will still choose to do what I want to do. That's why I choose to communicate with you the way I communicate with you. I get no other way to communicate with you. Because in Labrador, we can say you're not like Labrador, you're not like easy. You're like diplomatic people, you're like honest people, you're like people who are truthful, you're like people who are hardworking and honest. You don't. You're addicted to criminals, you're addicted to rogues, liars, manipulators, people that will come and use propaganda and brainwash you. Are the people that you're addicted to? And so when we communicate with y'all, some of us, guess what? We communicate that language, the language you're addicted to. I see some people who support Joseph Boaga call some of us on morality. Joseph Boaga, a moral man. The man who you support is a moral man. You know the amount of immoral thing you did, your Unity Party people. You know the amount of lies you did, the amount of criminal behavior you exhibited before coming to power. You want to tell me about morality? You go find a seat and sit down. Me, you will not get no moral talk. Anybody that support Joseph Boaga, me, you not get no moral talk. You not get moral talk. Go sit down somewhere because the man who you support is not a moral man. He's a crook and a liar. But I get to Fanatic Kofa part. First mistake Fanatic Kofa made. Even if Fanatic Kofa was victim or was seen as a victim, the first mistake Fanatic Kofa made as a leader was to rush to the media. Fanatic Kofa is auto. The people who advised Fanatic Kofa under the pressure of Stanton Witherspoon for him to go and talk. Because Stanton Witherspoon were calling him back to back. Because for Stanton, it's not about doing what is right. It's about popularity for him. It's about name recognition. That's what he's about. It's not about doing what is right. So Stanton then put pressure behind him. Fanatic Kofa need to fire his advisors. That's my recommendation to him if you won't be taken seriously. Whoever advised him to go do a press conference or to go sit down an interview, it was still advice. It was not strategic. The timing was wrong. Look, let me say this, my people. You might not like us on SKTV, but we have always told you the truth. And we'll always tell you the truth. Whether bitter or sweet, whether good or bad. We'll hint you on what will happen. We'll give you the direct quote on what's going to happen and things that are going to happen. He shouldn't have gone there. Look, let me say this. The way I know he made a strategic blunder, even if he chose to go there, look, oh, man, I don't understand how you can do things. But even the people you associate with in certain times, it speaks volume. They can be accusing you of criminality. Then you go stand on a criminal platform for a criminal man to interview you. What sense does that make? What kind of message you sending? What kind of message you sending? When we say this thing, you say we hate certain people, we vex with certain people, we jealous of certain people. How can you go stand on a man who is a confessed criminal waiting to go to prison and you say you're going to interview to vindicate yourself? Does that make any sense in any sensible word? My people, just think about it. You might not like us on SKTV, that's fine. But just think about the logic. Think about the picture that you're sending. Think about what kind of message you are sending about even being there. The first mistake was going to rush to go to the media to talk. And the second mistake was the media of choice. The person you choose to go sit down on to interview you. Let me tell you today, what I stand on now buy you bag or rail. Stand on pay your rail. What I stand on now give you money and you and he will log you. What I stand on now send money to you on God can bless somebody today or whatever it is. Because criminal then steal money, then they carry to the chair hold it, and they say they give you food. That is that person that's still criminal. And those of you who stand on money, all of you that criminal money, you're it. Oh, yes. For some of you, I know the boy a plane ticket. I'm aware that the boy a plane ticket. And you went there, that plane ticket where you bought all of you are criminal people. I say it. and I stand by what I say here, unapologetically. Knowingly, you took money from a criminal, and that's why someone can call Joseph Boakai a liar, a criminal, and a crook. Because he knew Stanton was indicted, he sat on a platform with Stanton Witherspoon, collected money there. He aiding and abetting criminality. And I stand by that. If you think I'm not a moral man by saying that and I'm insulting Joseph Boakai, like your business, but I'm stating facts. But let's move on. Second mistake, big mistake, Fanatic Kofa made. You can't be making peace and be fighting war. Even in his deliberation, if you want to negotiate with your colleagues, go negotiate. If you want to fight them, fight them. You can say 1 minute you open to negotiation and you should be on the table, but another minute they in room 1026. It can be two, and it can be the two. So which one you want? You have to choose your battles. And from a political standpoint, the way you stand, the best way forward that could have been for you was negotiation. You throw the men under the bus. Melbourne, I hope you got a response from those men. We'll play it in a little bit here. You throw the men under the bus when you went on that show. But you say you're negotiating with them, though. You can't be in negotiation and be thrown under the bus. That would be honest. Now, let me be factual. I'm not here to defend the other guy there. And I'm an era. I told you from day one. On SKTV, we're not born to defend anybody. I want my whole party, not born to defend anybody. Now I want era. Yo, who part of the defense? Okay, your era there. Who part we can't do that one yet. But the truth of the matter is this. If you are in a negotiation camp, if you are in a camp wherein you want to say, I want peace, I want everything to be handled behind closed door and harmonized, whether I will resign or whatever it is, but let's take it from the public, then you'll keep it behind closed door. But you can put the men on the defensive, the men will defend themselves. And I can tell you from all that we know, all the conversation we'll be having behind closed door, everything we've been doing behind closed door. Fanatic Kofa is a criminal. And we'll bring a story outside here. That only show will bring a story. We will bring a story. And you say you get receipt for your friend there? Oh, all of y'all go your fee money. So to the public and say, the men stole money. How do you know about room 1026?
Good. There where I will come, Steve.
I won't challenge Fanatic Kofa if he's never been in a room 1026 before. Let me challenge Fanatic Kofa on the show. You know, there's something that we don't want to go into about certain people. Because when we go into it, it will bring some serious scrutiny and some seriousness. It will bring some seriousness. So that the second biggest mistake Fanatic Kofa made, here's the third biggest mistake Fanatic Kofa made. You know, Fanatic Kofa prematurely sold himself. And he exposed himself. I don't want to answer that question, man. Who convicted Stand-up? No other one asking who convicted Stand-up.
Who asked? Miami, go ahead, my brother.
Convicted criminal. He confessed to criminality. But I'm not reading for you. The same way I don't your pastor to read Bible for you. So I'm not reading for you. Go read news. Go read the news. If you're not get internet, then go sleep. By the way, let's get to the issue. Fanatic, their biggest mistake is this. Fanatic pre-exposed himself. And I believe that is part of the initiation of this noise. The way Fanatic pre-exposed himself here, Fanatic Kofa, you took over as speaker. After all the negotiations and shenanigans being closed door, United Party people been setting the trap for you to get rid of you. They brought your citizenship business. They brought your records to make sure that you are not speaker. You fortunately became speaker. The first political mistake you make and step you took was this. Why start rushing around to hire all the people to position yourself? You start sending the wrong signal that you want to run 2029, that you want to position yourself. And you in a party with President John Weah. Oh, Fanatic over there for your record. John Weah happy about what's going on here. John Weah is fully aware of what's going on. Yep. And he's happy about it. Former President John Weah is aware. And he is happy about it. Just so you know. Because they saw you as an emerging force. First thing, you got up Manipakia Dumwe, Baron. Chilia Yue, Mamisi Kaba, you start positioning yourself. You start sending early signal that you won't be your competitor. And you ready to know men are going to sit around and allow you to do. You ready to know men are going to sit around and allow you to position yourself. You're not ready yet. You are more hyena than and you capture leper. Then you say you eat it in the public. And you think the hyena will not come around you? You ready to so? You think the hyena will not come to drive you? And like the other mistake, all the Labron politics you're in there that to only steal money, your common sense is now working. Your common sense is now working. I don't know who advising you. You expose yourself. Yes, you are building momentum and zeal around yourself for 2029. It's a fact, whether you deny it or not. And the route you wanted to use that CDC. But not only that, you left from Labron, came to America and start sending mixed signals. And you want anybody to take you seriously? 1 minute you sedition, another minute you justifying Joseph Boaga travel. You PR for Joseph Boaga? Like your business, you supposed to be talking in Joseph Boaga business? You supposed to be talking in Joseph Boaga affair? You who? You speaker of the house. Now your business. Even if they ask you about Joseph Boaga question, walk past that question. Let him go ask Joseph Boaga. Joseph Boaga got spoke, man. He got Kula Fofana. And then also he got that other guy, well, Jerry Lima Pierre. He got his people. Let them talk for him. And let people say you. Once you send that signal, and then they say, okay, they want he's not ready yet. He want you with both. He want play us in the CDC and a piece of Joseph Boaga because you on trip with them. You really see her for you. The other mistake you made, your whole life you've been saying that. They invite Joseph Boaga to go Vatican. They warn you that the men were planning to remove you. You tell yourself, and you say your most important thing to go see the Pope. Okay, in that case, the Pope bring out what didn't happen. And they come put your story outside. The Pope ring what you go case, they save you from it. What kind of grown man let a whole lot thing about going case of Pope ring? Are you really serious? When I heard that thing from you, I'm disappointed in you for Nadikova. What kind of Pope ring? How important is that? The Pope that human being telling yourself, you can go to the bathroom, you can sleep. You left the Liberian people hanging. And you say you're going to Pope, you're going to kiss Pope ring. You're not ready. It tells me say you're not serious, your priority not in the right place. It's not in the right place. And you, it's a one-time, lifetime thing. Okay, oh, thank God, you finish kissing the Pope ring. Yeah, you kiss the Pope ring now. So what thing happened now? What thing happened now? Well, you finish kissing the Pope ring, that case that you go get whatever, the men are kissing you back on the side too. So that means that God himself, through the Pope, what they told the men to remove you, that means your God, when you go talk to all that God, and what's going on to confuse God. I'm saying it to you. You can see what is going on the ground. The person they want to remove you, you say your priority that to go and go kiss Pope ring. Which Pope? Which Pope? How does that benefit the Liberian people? How? That means you're saying you don't care about the job. Say you don't care about the job, and then when you come out and remove you, just accept and move on. Ain't you worried about going to go kiss Pope ring? Oh my Liberian, guess what? Fanatic over came back from the Pope. Oh, I guess he and Joseph Boaga, the only thing they went order for that to kiss Pope ring. You can miss priority, they're passing around, giving yourself hard time. And I say, take you seriously, Fanatic over. The Liberian people say, so stay and let them remove you. When they ask you that question, I expect you to be strategic enough to answer a different way. But you answer. So, even the day where the horse supposed to open, you who's supposed to be the big man, your own horse to open it, the father of the horse, you won't walk about business because you won't go kiss another man ring. And I see funny thing that we're talking about there. You won't go kiss another, you know what I mean? You won't go kiss another man ring. And I play like do funny thing there, and I play started from. But you worry about the kiss Pope ring. You're not worried about the Liberian Pope business. What the horse, you're supposed to return to work. You leave, you abandon your work, running behind your friend man to go kiss the ring. And I did cover, you need to go. You're not serious man, Papi. I told you to be a serious man, but you're not a serious man. You're not ready yet. You need to go. Don't matter who say you might go, whatever they call them, rebel, whatever they, don't matter need to let you to go. And let me say this to Chairman Musa Belete. Me, I never say in the public. Leave the fanatic over Benin. You finish showing loyalty to fanatic over that you staying with him. Leave it. Leave the talking Benin. Leave fanatic over Benin. You not go case ring. The men who go case ring are business. The men who follow your friend men to go case ring. Like wahala, that's not your wahala. Like wahala, that's not your wahala. Imagine groom, man. Imagine your woman listening to you talking about you going behind your friend and go kiss a ring. You're not serious, man. Your woman so old you too.
So
That's old you too. Not serious.
yeah. Yeah, so I follow all of your points against the embattled speaker, and you getting me?
Yeah, we listen to you. Mama, play don't many respond. I beg you, don't many respond. I think I only 8 minutes or something. I play don't many respond because don't many respond. They're very, very strong.
Who that?
Don't many respond. I don't know if you got a video.
Oh, you mean their press conference on yesterday evening?
Yeah, don't many respond, man. Let me hear don't many respond. I beg you.
Well, I don't know whether I have the video, but indeed,
Let me see if I can find the video. Yeah, Monk, welcome to the show.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
Yeah, my man, I was just laying the premise on your boy fanatic over and how he saying himself off of failure. And he won't cry wolf at the same time. So, I mean, I don't understand him.
Yeah, they sending mixed messages, and yesterday I listened to. But just before we can delve into that, I think we'll talk more. I think when Milburn played, like you said, a response. I just wanted to remind the audience tomorrow is Friday, the end of the week, SKTV, and thanks for watching the game from the US and around the world. Today, one of our followers is his birthday. One of my senior brother from Minnesota here, Mr. Jerome Wilcox Darby. So, if you are on the SKTV platform, you can extend and wish him happy birthday. Today is a special day for him, and tomorrow will be Friday. So let Milburn roll a tip, and then we can do it later. Maybe after the news break, then we can delve into the analysis part. Saying something, Steve?
Milburn asking if he has it. The response from yesterday. Don't many responded yesterday, man.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
I saw it sometime yesterday, but I didn't. I should have sent the video to myself to be able to play it, but I didn't. I thought it would have been online. But the man responded yesterday, and I agree with their responses. Those men address all counts that fanatic made against them, and they have a solid point. And from what I'm seeing, the end goal, like you said, Monk, the end goal is to just apply pressure.
For me, I told you from day one, my man didn't send me to law school. I just got common sense. I can follow things and able to make sense of it. And you in some instances, you don't need no legal expert telling you. I posted on my page earlier today. I said one of the problems in Liberia is we don't have laws that check on other laws to explain ambiguities in the Constitution, because the Constitution was written by human beings, and they were written more than 100 years ago. Times can change. That's why they got constitutional reform. That's why they have amendment in the Constitution. We have laws that don't check on law. If you want to go strictly by the Liberian law, there will be a lot of ambiguities. Like I said, there will be open-ended stuff, even with the law. And I listened to Chairman Ability yesterday. He elaborated for almost like 26 minutes. I think he put in too much stock in this Konatiko thing. I don't see the reason for it, because they are both sending mixed messages. One meaning you're saying that the speaker is not going to retire. I mean, he's not going to resign. Another meaning you are saying that you guys are forming a committee to go and negotiate with the majority bloc, and you're talking about how both parties need to come together and tell what they want. Okay, then that quid pro quo, you are even expanding the criminality to a whole different level. Because if you are saying that the majority wants something in exchange for Nantikova being ousted, and you guys are willing to give them what they are requesting, then you get expanding the crime rate. I don't get it. I'm yet to understand the logic. And for Nantikova, they didn't go on Spoon Network to talk about many fences with the people claiming the opposition, in the opposition bloc. For Nantikova was literally giving information saying that, you know what, if you want to push me out, I know more than likely I will be pushed out of this job. But before I can go down, I will be taking a lot of prisoners with me. So at a certain point in time, you keep confusing the Liberian people as to which signal you are putting out there. That's my thing. You cannot form a committee in the name of negotiation, and then 1 minute our own chairman Ability saying, gentlemen, We will give you why you want, and we will get why we want. Oh, Chairman Benedict, no, they think it's a corruption allegation. It's a trap to remove the speaker. So if we keep confusing the Liberian people, then I don't know where we stand. Because I know Fanatic Kofa, from my own observation, is that he activating something they call the dead man switch. When you got nothing to fall back on, when I'm going down, just know that people will be going with me. Because some of the allegations that Fanatic Kofa made, you're talking about room 126, where the budget can be altered outside of the house meeting.
So we
You
get a
are talking
video.
about, yeah.
Okay, we get a video, but let's welcome Mr. Kenneth. Mr. Kenneth, welcome to the show. Because my man on the 42 black, who can go to room
1026.
Me, and I go to room 1026 before. So I will my body. Mr. Kenneth, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you. I've been listening. I was actually in the middle of something. I wanted to join the show from the start, but whoever doing that video thing, you can put a video in the bar. You can open it, do everything before you.
Yeah, maybe open it for your message outside. You see something.
Other than that, you show your whole screen.
Yeah, before you can't show something. The last time I think I recognized something like that. I said, no, they want to maybe open it.
Yeah.
Before you can show Colombo on the show.
Yeah, I guess I won't get somebody or whatever's going on.
No, go ahead. Stop it. My young man put it busy.
They want go ahead and expand it. Expand that video. So that way all the small writing can be seen.
Yeah.
You meant to be careful when you show Colombo on the show.
So the way you do it now, the whole thing, that one of the video people can see, like this.
Yeah.
No. It's still expanding. Little writing on the side of it, you can move from there. So nobody.
I just saw somebody saying you wait when you come here. That's what I tell you when you come here.
Stop it. They doesn't like you. He wants to put you in problem.
I think that's the only way because the video is on the people page live. So that
it's okay. It's okay. You can send it to me. I can play it too if you want.
Yeah, send it to Seku will play it back. No secret counsel. Because I other times, man, I saw enough for you.
You just want to see more messages.
Yeah.
They got some bad boy in the player.
I gotta go live in the forest. Steve, because of you, I gotta go live in the forest. I'm getting tired of the whole country.
Yeah, but Mr. Kane said I play with El Panati right now. I don't know what's going on.
So as I promised you guys yesterday that we're going to be reaching out to some of the lawmakers to come on. A lot of people want to come on, but I think a lot going on. They want to settle on something. There are a lot of negotiation going on in the back. But I noticed something that Mom always, stay here. Mom have said it many times. Everything we said yesterday, the man had that interview the day before. But a lot of people now they're taking talking points from here, including those involved in the saga.
That's what they can always do.
Yeah,
every time.
All the thing we pointed to yesterday in terms of Fanatic creating more problem for himself, those were the talking points of the other side today. I listened to the lady that was reading, and he highlighted some of the things we talk about. And at the end of the day, in fact, Fanatic on the side too, they quoted the part of the Constitution we quoted here yesterday. They were all fighting on their own. They never even mentioned all those things.
Every time, every day, every time there is a show, just follow the network.
Well, what's happening is that they all follow. They don't want to, give credit. They don't want to act like they are watching, and they don't want to come here up front and be clear with the Liberian people and have an honest conversation about things happening in the country. But I listened to Steve. I think everything boiled down to what we said yesterday. It seems like at the end of the day, Fanatic will not make it. And those guys, they are dug in. And the conspiracy is too big.
Yep.
It's too big for him. The presidency is involved,
Yeah.
and a lot of people too in the CDC that don't trust him.
Uh-huh.
And he made a fool out of himself yesterday when he said, "I'm going to vote for George Weah." Really, George Weah, that's a town boy, I'm a town boy. I'm going to vote for George Weah. In fact, you can tell that he's sounding like somebody who is drowning. You know, when a man is drowning in the river, even you bring a sharp knife, you extend a sharp knife to him or her, he will hold on to it because the river is about to carry him. He's just saying all of those things to somehow gain some support to get the backing of George Weah and George Weah fanatics.
Yes.
I'm going to vote for George Weah. George Weah may not even run for president. And I think he's coming very, he's kind of projecting to be very dishonest. He knows very well he had ambition to run for president. He was working on it. A lot of people have him on record. There are some recordings of meetings. Fanatics, stop that. Stop that before we can, start playing some stuff here. So don't come out like you don't want to run for president. If you want your support, seek a support. You can change your mind. But to say you never, plan to run for president, that's not your ambition. In fact, he's even because you want to survive, he's saying that he's going to even resign from politics after this term.
Yeah.
You just want to have this term going so you can get whatever he wants to get.
So we'll join you people after the news bulletin. 30-second. Thanks to you people. Yeah, we are already on.
Yeah, did you send the stuff? I beg you, man.
Yes, I sent it. I sent the link already. I sent the video to Sekou.
Okay, thank you. I think
you sent to me on WhatsApp or Facebook, maybe.
Messenger.
Oh, Facebook. Okay, no problem. I got it.
Thank you, Mebo.
So, Steve.
Yes.
Yesterday, the speaker, the press conference he had yesterday, we wanted to play yesterday. We said we're not going to play a game. Did you guys play it today?
No, because of the time, it's about 1 hour and change. But what we want to do, I think we took excerpts from it.
So the other video, no, but Monk said we're going to work on something, get an excerpt from there, and we can get it.
Yeah, but the problem when you look at the time, like it was so much because you got so many videos that are surfacing from the one that they came up with earlier to even yesterday. Mobility had one, so I don't even know what to make of it. I didn't even put it.
So the one that Mabon just sent me, you guys want me to play that?
Yes,
yeah, that's the one I think you can play. I think it's only 8 minutes or short. It's a short video.
It's short.
Oh, okay.
That the better respond.
Hold on, I see somebody saying that here. Yeah.
That they met
Koga.
Now Koga and the other one from Nima County District 2 that they respond to B.
Oh, yeah, I see Koga here. Koga Shani, man, I start training. We're going to growing muscle and everything, fish.
Now Koga they're using as the errand ball right now.
Yeah, but this thing going to be very, very interesting. Let me see first. Because the way Melbourne was trying to play the video, if you do that, you're going to expose a lot of stuff Yeah, but the way they put it and say they won't see it, this is how you do it. Nothing, no string attached. So you can play it from there. So this video here that Melbourne sent me was originally recorded by Spoon Network. So it is now our video. We are playing it because it's available on Facebook. But if I was the one doing it, I was going to fix this one away and take off all the other watermarks from there. But it is what it is. So the disclaimer is this now a video is recorded by Spoon Network. So we will play it for our audience.
Thank you for the clarity, Mr. Kanye.
Good evening to Spoon TV and good evening to the global community this evening listening under our voice. We invited Spoon purposely to make some clarification as it relates to J. Funati Kofa assertion in a negative connotation against the House of Representatives members in the following category. We will be disputing the facts of what he said, clarifying and providing factual information to the world, which has to do with fact claims. The fact comes are, he talked about budget manipulation, GAC audit, hoarding, accountability, travel to Guinea to have a diplomatic tie from a member of the House of Representatives, lawmakers asking for personal allotments, and Bolivar hotel room discussion surrounding budget appropriation. These allegations will tell me as false and misleading, baseless. It does not have any iota of truth, but only to derail the reputation of the honorable men of the House of Representatives. So for this reason, we thought it wise to swiftly respond to the alleged allegation against us so that the public will get to know our side of the story. In that light, consistent with our rules in terms of the structure of our organization, it is incumbent always upon our spokesperson who reads the communication whenever it's going out, in person of Yav D. Flomo of District Number 1, Nima County.
Number two,
to read our communication debunking this allegation leveled against us. Thank you very much. And now turn it over to Mr. Flomo for subsequent reading.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and good evening to our citizens out there. And we also say we are happy to be on this platform to make the Liberian people fully understand some of the falsehoods circulating within the media landscape. And this is a press release that is intended to debunk Speaker J. Funati Kofa's misleading statements on Spoon TV last night. The recent assertion made by Speaker J. Funati Kofa on Spoon TV regarding alleged budget manipulation, audit interference, bribery, and unsubstantiated claims about lawmakers and diplomatic travel are grossly misleading and must be addressed with the facts. 1, budget manipulation. And we need to set the record straight so that everybody can be aware. Contrary to Speaker Kofa's claim that more than $7 million United States dollars was moved through his budget without his consent, we think there is a lie. The Liberian budget process is transparent and adheres to established procedures. No request, absolutely no request, for disbursement can be made to the Ministry of Finance without the expressed approval of the owner of the budget line in question. Moreover, quarterly budget performance reports are routinely submitted to the legislature, including detailed reports on its own budget performance. So is the Speaker saying during those periods, when those quarterly budget performance reports were presented, he did not go through them to know that people are taking money through his line without his consent? Liberian people, you need to know someone when is not saying the truth to tell the person that is not saying the truth. We don't even have to come through this process, but for the sake of clarifying this issue, we have to speak to that. Speaker Kofa, who previously served as Deputy Speaker and operated a standalone budget, was fully aware and approved all movements of money within his budget. It is impossible for such funds to be withdrawn without his consent. His claims of budget manipulation are simply unfounded, as all financial allocations undergo a rigorous approval process of which he is fully aware. The speaker is an educated person, well educated. Is he telling the Liberian people that money is going through his land and he's not following the movement of money? Amen. 2, the GSC audit halting accountability. Speaker Kufuor's statement about the General Auditing Commission audit are false in an attempt to deflect blame. The GSC was formally invited to conduct an audit of the House's finance on March 17, 2024 through a signed engagement letter. The GSC team began the audit process in April. However, under Speaker Kufuor's instruction, the auditors were shockingly asked to leave the Capitol building, stalling the entire process. So the Speaker, who he and his cohorts are passing around saying that the guys who want to remove me, they are against audit. Why should he be the one to stall the audit process? If Speaker Kufuor truly had no role in halting the audit, then why has he not taken any steps to restart the process since his return in April 2024? His actions have cast a cloud of suspicion over the financial management of the House. We challenge the Speaker to take responsibility for stalling the audit, which was in the interest of transparency and accountability. The third point we also want to respond to is he claims that lawmakers ask for personal budget allocations. And we think this is also baseless and unfounded. They claim that lawmakers approached Speaker Kufuor to place money in the national budget for their personal use is a complete fabrication. No lawmaker has made such a request. In fact, it was Speaker Kufuor who, during his campaign for the speakership, promised to allocate 1 million per district for lawmakers to implement projects that have not been delivered on. It is deeply concerning that the Speaker is resorting to deception to distract the public from his inability to fulfill his campaign commitment of putting $1 million to each electoral district for projects. The Speaker shamelessly again said there is a special room at Boulevard Palace Hotel where people meet during budget appropriations. This is also shameless and is an attempt to distract the public from the crux of the matter at hand. Speaker Kufuor's assertion that Boulevard Palace Hotel Room 1026 was used for budget hearings and that lawmakers use this as an opportunity to extract money from ministries and agencies is nothing short of another falsehood. These statements are an act of desperation intended to divert public attention away from the Speaker's own questionable financial activities. If any act of budget manipulation was ever done, why did the Speaker not launch an investigation, obtain the facts, and take appropriate action? It is on national record that during 2 fiscal years, Speaker Kufuor, then Deputy Speaker, was allocated $2.6 million, but he pocketed $9.7 million, an excess of over $7 million that has yet to be accounted for. Therefore, if any budget manipulation occurred, it was done by Honorable Kufuor, and he must be held accountable. We stand by our call for the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission, the LACC, to immediately launch a thorough investigation into Speaker Kufuor's financial dealings, which violate the Budget Transfer Act of 2008. Another baseless account traveled to Guinea for diplomatic ties, which already exist between Liberia and Guinea. So who the lawmaker will request money for this purpose? And why would the Speaker approve such a request? Speaker Kufuor claimed that lawmakers requested to travel to Guinea to establish diplomatic relations that already exist, and to solicit money from the Guinean government is another falsehood and a false accusation. Liberia maintains a healthy and long-standing diplomatic relationship with Guinea, as evidenced by the operation of the Guinean embassy in Liberia and the recent presentation of credentials by the Guinean ambassador to President Boakai. This absurd accusation only serves to damage Liberia's international standing and is indicative of the speaker's irresponsible leadership. Our conclusion. And our conclusion is a call for Speaker Kofa to present facts and not to sit on the radio and fabricate and lie to the Liberian population. We, the members of the House of Representatives, urge Honorable J. Fonadi Kofa to bring forth verifiable facts and evidence to support these claims, rather than engaging in reckless rhetoric and public platforms. His appearance on Spoon TV was riddled with falsehoods that tarnish the reputation of the House of Representatives and the government of Liberia. His use of invectives on public radio further demonstrates an acute lack of leadership and decorum, undermining the dignity of the office he holds. Such behavior is unbecoming of a leader entrusted with the responsibility of guarding the nation's legislative body, and it reflects a troubling disregard for the standards of professionalism and accountability that Liberians expect from their elected officials. We, members of the House of Representatives, are calling for his removal and will remain steadfast in our quest to restore sanity, credibility, and honor to the House of Representatives by procedures we have established to remove him. The time has come for Kofa to answer for his actions, and we will not back down from this mission to uphold the integrity of the Honorary House of Representatives. And this press statement that I've just concluded reading is signed by Representative Samuel G. Koga of Nimba County Electoral District 5 on behalf of members of the House of Representatives, Monrovia, Liberia. Thank you so much.
Well, folks, you heard it. You heard the response. Very swift, calculated, and I don't know. Milburn, welcome back. How are you?
Yes, indeed. So 30 seconds, let me just give you people this information coming from the court. So it's not confirmed through our judicial correspondent that indeed the Imbato Hospital Councillor J. Fonadi Kofa has finally taken flight to the Supreme Court with a petition for a writ of prohibition against the majority bloc. So finally, he has entered the Supreme Court.
Okay.
Hold on. Memo, can you say that again?
So from the court,
Well, I told you guys yesterday.
Our courtroom.
I tell you are working. Go ahead, Memo.
All right. So our courtroom reporter informing us that the Imbato Hospital Councillor J. Fonadi Kofa has finally taken flight to the Supreme Court with a writ of prohibition against the majority bloc, according to Peter Tobe, who is assigned at the Temple of Justice.
So the rate of prohibition, based on what now? What they should stop doing? They should stop protesting against him, or they should stop running?
So compel them to come to work. Technically, that's what he wants.
Well, but Mr. Kane, in the same token or in the same vein, that's not possible. They can't compel them to go there. In fact, they have the majority. In fact, they have to work. They're not just in the same chambers, but they have to work.
When you say rate of prohibition, is a legal terminology, is meant to stop somebody from doing certain thing, to prohibit you, to stop you from doing certain thing. So that's the question I ask. Stop them from doing what? From protesting, from asking their leader to be removed, or what is the rate of prayer? You know, in Liberia, we throw
Maybe
words
from
around.
interfering with the law. I mean, with the speaker or legislative responsibility. I don't know where it's going to lead to because
So I think interfering. So interfering means if they were there, they were not allowing the speaker to function or the activity to go on. Then they are interfering. But if they stop or refuse based on grounds that they have no confidence in the speaker's ability to lead, to say you have a rate of prohibition. It's kind of a little bit funny, but I mean that's Liberia. I wanted to say something after listening to this thing. I don't know if you guys allow me to, Steve and
Yes, please.
yeah, because in real life, whether is Samuel Koga that we just listened to, or the man who was reading their position statement. If you were from different country, or you never follow Liberia for a while, if you listen to these people to say these are the representatives of Liberia, these are lawmakers, these are the ones that are actually responsible to play a supervisory role, to make laws, to provide oversight for Liberia, you'll be scratching your head. To be honest, no disrespect. I'm not trying to look down on anybody, but if you live, maybe it's because some have been living in the Western world for a little bit, but leaders should know better. They should have the ability to communicate clearly and fluently with clear understanding of what they're saying. These guys, based on what they just read, their actions today is based on the revelations from Speaker Kofa on Spoon Network. I think if they were to make any statement here to the Liberian people, something that could be valuable or important, should be outline. They should outline the reasons why they first of all came out with the decision asking the speaker to resign or to be removed. Things that he said, that one we all get that, we understand that. He kind of incriminated himself somehow. Because he spoke out of anger, he was very emotional, he was jittering, he was confused. So Speaker Kofa kind of like put in his mouth, granted. But these guys, they are yet to actually make a compelling argument, reason for which Kofa should resign. Honestly speaking, I've not heard it. Maybe they have done it, but I've not heard it. Because if it comes to Liberia legislature or Liberian government as a whole, any of the three branches, they're all corrupt. These guys that are talking right now, they're all corrupt. They're not fighting for Liberia. Their fight is not about this guy was caught in any corruption. Just as Speaker Kofa highlighted some of the corruption in the legislature, whether in the past or present, they are all aware of all those corruptions. But they are not a problem to them. It doesn't make any sense to talk about it. unless they are in trouble or they have some kind of problem, Then they start, like somebody joining other people to be stealing. Everywhere, every night they go somewhere to do some nasty stuff, or someone who is involved in cheating, doing a lot of funny things there behind the scene. But then they do it with their friends with no problem. But the time they have problem with that friend, then they start to come and say, "I'm going to bust a secret." They will come and talk about what all the bad things the other friend been doing behind the scene when they themselves are involved. These are the same people who calling themselves Oblox that received 4,500 2 times. You can talk about it. How come we did not see the outreach from them? They went ahead. They took 10,000, 10,000 for themselves. Kofa said something yesterday, if you can recall. That means they lied to us, all of them combined. Kofa said that they came to him. They wanted him to give them special money because the executive are making a lot of money. He told them, say, we can't just take the money and pocket it. So let's mislead the Liberian people. Let's tell them, say, it's going to be a constituency project. You listen to that. Kofa said that constituency project, it didn't come because they really want to do a project. It came because they were demanding so much money. He said, there's no way I can give you the money directly. So let's tell the Liberian people it's going to be about constituency project. To 150,000 and 100,000. And then he said, I blame the executive for this problem also because the executive failed to provide the money. So now, can you imagine? So they're not fighting for Liberian people. They all planned to steal from the Liberian people. And then when they lied to us, they said this was about real project. But now the speaker is telling us, no, it is not even about any other project. We all conspired against the Liberian people. We all betrayed the Liberian people. We all caught the Liberian people, telling them that we put in some money in the budget for so-called constituency project. But basically, it means money that will go to them. But we don't want to show the Liberian project money going to their pocket directly. That's what Kofa said. So that means all of them are coming here today to say Kofa is involved in this, Kofa is involved in that. They all sign up to that. You see that? They're all crooks. They're all corrupt-minded people. All of them. In fact, someone that came on this very platform and defended that in fact that money is small.
Yep.
So, long matter short, Kofa, the group of rebels or renegades, whatever way you call them, none of them in the best interest of Liberia.
Nope, they're not.
So what is going on right now is karma that swear behind them. The Liberian people swear catching all the government officials and boy. They're not everything here. More coming. More to come. They will expose each other. They will shame each other. And they will leave the Liberian people with the option what to do about them. But guess what? The Liberian people that I know, they will do nothing.
Yep.
They will just fight each other. They will shame each other. They will disgrace each other. And then they will fix it. They will go back and start sharing money among themselves. Nothing going to happen because we don't have the population that is actually, ready to change. Everybody right now in Liberia, all Liberians, both in the diaspora and in Liberia, Everybody defending their own criminal right now. Their own criminals. Some supporters of Kofa are saying Kofa, that man, Kofa, all of them the same. They're just jealous of the man. You know, they want to remove the man because of jealousy, because of envy. Other people who are also corrupt. Imagine Liberia House of Representatives removing their speaker for some kind of corruption, but they are not able to hold the executive accountable for $22 million, for $41 million. They are passing budget, overnight. In a split second, they pass budgets. But for some reason, now they are a bunch of, integrity guys now. People with strong moral. They are a bunch of honest people now because Kofa is corrupt. Come on now. We are a bunch of corrupt people. We are not removing Kofa because Kofa is corrupt. We are removing Kofa because Kofa is not giving you enough of the stealing money that you are stealing. But it's sweet for Kofa. Kofa thought by caving in, by lagging behind Joseph Boakai government people who saved him. He thought that would have saved him. Kofa knows exactly what's going on. Even the $4 million that Kofa put his colleagues, a criminal, conspirators, he put them on speaker. When Yombly, Geelong, Prince Moi, and the other guy from Maryland, where he need, the one that used to be MPP, I forgot his name.
James
Barney. When they call Kofa and say, my man, we get $4 million a year, you get your own $1 million. Kofa put it on speaker. So lawmakers were there. Kofa told him, no, I don't want to be part of that team, man. But down the line, he was part of it.
He was.
So the thing is what a Kofa. All the people that criminal that are coming here with draft faith, until they say the Syria Balabura. They don't Syria Balabura. It's all about what's in it for them. What goes to their pocket. They're not removing Kofa because they don't trust Kofa. They so shame on them. These are the same people coming up now with what happened in 2022 when Kofa was deputy speaker. But yet you turn around, you voted for the man, you make the man speaker. You know very well Thomas Fala was corrupt. You made Thomas Fala deputy speaker. You people that are voting right now say your mom moves. Who is corrupt in the Liberal legislature more than Thomas Fala? Who is there? So all these people there, they are doing everything they are doing is all about what's in it for them, what goes to their pocket. It's all politics. And this politics is played from the higher up. Joseph Boakai is aware of it. United Party is trying to structure themselves in a way that they want to control the entire, all three branches of government, just like Jowia did. Jowia controlled the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary. Joseph Nima Boakai does not have the capacity to control all of the above. But yeah, he has people in there that are telling him, Mr. President, Jowia had this thing under his control. You have 40 years of experience as government official, These people then they will make things difficult for us. We're not going to steal all the money we want to steal. We're not going to take all the money we want to take if Kofa remain. They will put something in your party at some point. They may just want to get his 14. At the end of the day, in fact, when the whole idea came about that money that was moved, fingering the document, Kofa play high and seek game with them. Try to alley, for A against it. He want to be with the people. He want to be with the masses. He want to be with the, you know, he want to Kofa try to play game with it. So they say, you know what, this guy is not credible. This guy can be trusted. If we keep this guy there, he will disgrace us one day. Maybe he's just afraid right now because he feel like, you know, he will not get his way out. But Kofa is not trusted by Joseph Boakai. We said it here. Musa Belete, the representative from District Number 7, he came, he vehemently rejected the allegation. He said we were, you know, there's no signal, there's no sound that anybody will actually honor money in Kofa whenever they want to remove Kofa. We told him people were working on it. But guess what? They are working on bigger projects. They will come after this. But Kofa, if I were you, I would just keep the money I got there now. You're still enough. I don't know we are. Now, in the first term of Joseph Boakai, first year, you already get something. Whatever you get it and move from there. Otherwise, you're going to be spending your money. Let me tell you something. Even the one named Kofa called in the past 3 days and suggested money to them, they already went. Someone even recorded him.
Yeah.
Let him hear it. Fonate Kofa, if you're hearing me, people that you've been calling, even the emissary, people that you've been sending to talk to them, don't trust them. They have been recording you, they have been recording each other, and they want to use it against you. If I were you, I would just let it go. Because it's just Steve from Steve make God laugh. All of your rule them. But the other rule them say, when you are there, they will not be able to steal more. So they got to remove you. That's all I got to say.
Thank you so much. Monk, what's your reaction before we go to the lines here?
Just before we go to the line, for me, I got different way of processing information. That's why I always asking questions on the show. When the news first surfaced, I say, is this thing of personal ambition? It is political maneuvering, or it is a bribery allegation? Because before you bring charges against someone, you must first lay the basis as to why you want to remove a speaker. And now you don't need Nostradamus to come and tell you why this thing is all about. It comes down to bribery allegation. If you listen to the interview that Fonati Kofa did on Spoon TV, it was not somebody who's trying to mend fences. It was somebody who is telling the opposite black that I know at the end of the day I will be going down, but in the process of going down, I'm taking you along. And I predicted that this thing will go to the Supreme Court. The difference is, like I keep saying, in our Constitution, there's ambiguity. The Supreme Court does not guarantee you that you can either force them to come to work to perform the Liberian people business or not. My thing here is, with all this revelation, and Fonati Kofa went as far as implicating the executive branch. He said every year the budget is manipulated for gains at the expense of the Liberian people. That lawmakers can inflate the figure in the budget with the consent and advice of those in the executive so as to get kickbacks. Now, don't forget, constitutionally, the budget is the largest instrument in the budget. I mean, in the country. If you tamper with the budget from a legal standpoint, it can also be looking at treasonous. So, if the group that coming after Fonati Kofa to remove it in the name of corruption, they are also criminals, and Fonati Kofa is also a criminal, then you are walking into a constitutional crisis. That's why I keep saying at the end of the day, the Liberian people will be the ultimate decider. They got the perfect opportunity now to tell which direction the country will go, because nobody is wanting or pointing finger in the lower house. Because look at the thing that the guy is saying. Steve, you want to believe that Fonati Kofa, that you can put 7 million in the budget without his consent? You think that makes sense?
Yeah.
And our court said we got budgetary processes here, that we got rules and regulations that govern the budget. How can you call yourself a speaker and say 7 million was infused or injected into your budget without your consent? Even the stupidest person on this planet will not believe that. So I know at the end of the day, Fonati Kofa know that he will be ousted. Fonati Kofa is only trying to take more prisoner with him as he's being ousted. That's all happening in Liberia. So the Liberian people, the boys in your court now, it's not about the Supreme Court, it's not about the lawmaker, because they are all corrupt. Now they are even going as far as taking it to another branch of government. That's why we keep saying on SKTV, when you strangulate or when the first branch of government cannot get the job done, who do you think is going to affect? The executive. When the executive and the first branch is not operational, then it means shut the entire government down. There is no coming back. I mean, end of story. The party is over. Liberian people, another opportunity.
What,
That's
let
what I
me-
can
let me-
say.
Yeah,
Steve,
because
Steve,
that's a question.
Yeah, I don't know whether you
yeah.
guys are going to be taking calls today because yesterday we didn't take calls.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to go to the line quickly.
So we go to the line, but before we go to the line,
So,
first, I
before
want-
we go to the
yeah.
line, please. Before we go to the line.
Yeah, so Monk nearly talk about what the question that I wanted to ask the team about the code process. If that don't work, do you people think what's going to happen next?
So-
Will it be a government shutdown or what?
So, Melbourne, this is the point I wanted to make concerning the court, because as we speak now, Fonati Kofa has lost, is losing, both from his colleagues and public sentiment. The fact that he sat there and 43 of these people were able to gang up and pad themselves somewhere else. When it comes to the hospital, he's not there again. It's over with. Public sentiments, the public is saying, oh, they're not criminals. Fonati Kofa knew all these things. Fonati Kofa wants to save face. That's why he's running to the court. The Supreme Court cannot force these guys to come back to work. Let me say this to Fonati Kofa straight up. Let me say it to him. In Labro can say small shit better than Bishi. Fonati Kofa, resign. Those men will expose you. You saw that video that we just listened to. Those men will expose you. And those of you who are sentimental, who quick to forget. I'm not saying no other men who making noise, they're saviors. I'm not saying whoever comes back to be the speaker will be savior. But I'm saying also here that those men will expose Fonati Kofa and disgracing if the thing continues. Like a disgrace coming down inside. Because the Supreme Court will not side with him. You can't get a president, the executive, and other people are seeing running to Yombly then to Jeremiah Conan. Let them waste their time. Nothing. The thing is already set. The conspiracy bigger than him. So much better than Bishi. Walk away. Walk away.
But Steve, yeah, is a sticking point. If the people who are accusing Fonati Kofa of bribery, if their hands were clean, we could care less if they have 49 members to remove him. The allegation alone will be sufficient to remove him. But they themselves are criminal, and you cannot use a criminal permit to move another criminal. That's where the problem will come from. So just because you say you got more numbers than Fonati Kofa Black, but if you are going to accuse him on the issue of bribery, and you yourself are part of that bribery, then it means that's a collision of the law already. That's why I keep saying at the end of the day, then you are walking into a constitutional crisis, no matter how you see it. Because going to the Supreme Court is not going to save you. If the group that want to remove Fonati Kofa, because the Constitution 49 said you must have probable causes and due process. It means you are bringing an indictment against the speaker before you can trigger an impeachment process. But if you who are bringing the indictment, as you are also guilty of the same crime, then how do you make the case? So then what do we end up?
But again,
Okay,
Monk.
let me say this.
Mr. Khan, I beg you, you will be the last one to talk. I beg you, please. Let me just end
I don't want to respond to Melbourne question, but go ahead.
Let me say this to Monk. Monk, you are speaking logic. You are speaking logic, and this will apply to a serious-minded country that want to follow Constitution. The 43 people you see bouncing around, 42 men you see bouncing around, they are supported by the executive or whatever it is. The goal is to remove Fonati Kofa. They don't care whether another criminal they raise the concern or whatever it is. It is not an issue. That is the concern. Their concern is to get rid of Fonati Kofa. When the same thing happened to Cardinal Janet, you think Akara Graham was clean? You think Thomas Falahen was clean? And the people that used to do that dirty work, at the end of the day, they were supported by the executive and the legislature, and also they were supported at some point by the courts because they removed what they got in Justice Cardinal Janet. So, Monk, what you're saying is logical in a logical place where you are dealing with people with integrity, people with morals. But you are talking about a bunch of corrupt people from the president. That's a corrupt man. And you say, the group who are accusing him, Fonati Kofa is out. It just, the only thing that remains is how this thing will prolong and how this will be. Because the men that already start exposing him by saying, the budget used to be this, and he used to take so and so money. So small, when you hold rope, they will hold push, you hold rope, they will hold push. That's why I wanted to say. So let me be there.
So, so before we take calls in Liberia, I just wanted to respond to Maybon's message. Maybon, you talk about the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is like a toothless bulldog.
Yep.
The Supreme Court is nothing, is zero. The Supreme Court just got a name. What happened to the Supreme Court decision on those people that were suspended?
Yeah.
On NASCAR? What happened to the Supreme Court on the issue of, term position that Joseph Boakai took action on the people and the Supreme Court said, no, this is not what you should do. What Joseph Boakai did. The Supreme Court said, go find reason. Joseph Boakai, when you found reason, he suspended them. And then he appointed somebody to act. What happened to that case up to now, where we are? Anybody Joseph Boakai want to stay in power,
They will stay. Yeah.
Anybody, the party people want to stay in power, they will stay. Anybody they want to remove, they will be removed. You just need to find a way to do it.
Yeah.
And this time around, they have found a way to remove Konate Kofa. And guess what? Everything going against Konate Kofa right now. There's no way out for him. He will have few guys around him because they feel some level of loyalty to him, because they feel indebted to him because Kofa helped them to be elected. But the fact that, how many lawmakers the party have here over there? How many representatives? Let me tell you something. Konate Kofa, the conspiracy against him is bigger than him. Konate Kofa is not even trusted in the CDC. That's the number one thing. You heard Thomas Fala the other day. So they're accusing me, calling me betrayer. In fact, I've never been with more than one party in my life. I've been with CDC. You were directly referring to Konate Kofa. Konate Kofa was the Liberty Party. In fact, he was the chairman of the Liberty Party. Konate Kofa switched party. Konate Kofa they don't even trust him. They believe Konate Kofa does not have any loyalty. Konate Kofa's decision to run for president is the clear, or it is an open secret. They are all aware of it. The Konate Kofa had ambition. But now, out of a sudden, because of lack of moral or integrity, he's denying that. Because he wants Jowia support now. Oh, in fact, I'm voting for Jowia. Who tells you Jowia are going to run for president? Who tells you Jowia are going to be president again? In fact, that statement alone from Konate Kofa is a disqualifier. At this point, after everything what Jowia did with Liberia, after Jowia destroyed Liberia, after Jowia failed policy, after Jowia all criminal acts associated with Jowia government, after all the mysterious death of people, you as a speaker, I'm going to vote for Jowia. You're done, Mr. Man. Jowia is not going anywhere. Jowia is not going to be president again. CDC will be there. CDC can produce another president, but it's not going to be Jowia. It could be any other CDC or somebody outside the CDC. But Jowia is not qualified to be president. So if you think pledging loyalty to Jowia will save you, you are depending on I don't know what to say about.
All right, so 0778. That's a few calls. We have roughly about 12 more minutes to go. So I'll leave the table 10 calls. 0778-339-682. Please, 1 minute. 1 minute to today's caller. Go evening. Yeah, go ahead. 1 minute, please.
This is David King. I took keen interest to call on your show this evening, purposely because of Mr. Karen just said. You know, Mr. Karen, you may be living in illusion, but I want to say to you, the Arizona committee that you support cannot become.
I'm not support nobody, man. Don't count us stupid in here. I am not supporting Arizona committee. I'm not talking about committee. I just think we are not going to be president anymore. If that's your worry,
all
then
right. Thank you. Today's caller. Go evening.
Yeah,
I'm not supporting committee.
I'm okay. Go ahead.
Stupid man.
Thank you. My name is Joseph from Mamba. I am the chair of the County of District number 2, Moscow County. Okay. I want to say thank you. I'm a full member of the Liberty Party and chairman. I won the election for the Liberty Party in 2017 in Flip. For I think Koba is now a trusted person. For I think Koba will be in pain. You will go. You saw me yourself. Why must he say you will not do that and you say that bring people money to go to water to go say that there and do that? They tell you that people when they go want me to do it. It's a fake thing. It's a fake allegation. You will move.
All right.
For I think Koba is out there and he sees Mr. Cabinet Janet, he dropped it. You see there's so they dropped it while he was there. The people that are going here saw that. They say it's burning down the loan, so I thought it's burning down the loan.
All right. Thank you so much. So this caller, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, neighbor.
Yeah.
Jesus Emmanuel Richardson and I joined the conversation of Chicago. And when I listen to the ordinary Liberian people will be jumping around and asking for ID cover to remove it. What thing would benefit from this fight? The fight is not about me and you. Do you think today they remove financial cover and you the party carry a speaker to that place? It will benefit us. What benefit will it bring to me? So I don't even care about who being speaker. And the second thing to all of you guys on the platform, right? President will be voted for and you will contest. And anybody think that you get another person that you supporting that will come and another person can defeat President you are joking. We are standing behind President and you will contest. So I don't know. We are discussing fanatic over, but I don't know why this particular platform at the end of the day, if it didn't end with Joe they will start with Joe and you make
all right. Thank you. When they not start with Joe they will end with Joe Oh God, they're going to be interesting. Go ahead, my brother. Good evening.
I love Liberia.
Calling from Pittsburgh. I want to thank you people on the show. But you know what beats my imagination is that everybody in Nigeria is covered when my brother Sekou is speaking. So can we take somebody from different countries to come here now? Who will say will not be corrupt? Perhaps
There's a lot of Liberians who are not corrupt, man.
That man on the radio, he just abuse people every day and night.
Hey, sir. So this caller, good evening.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead.
So you feel like Joe we are call, nobody can call you me?
I don't want to tell the people on the platform there. We are discussing about the horse. No need to start adding George we are into the issue.
Oh, I see why.
We are the man sitting over there watching the people and not discussing anybody.
Joe will not be president again.
Whoever may be over there is Joe alone, whether Joe will come or not, must be Joe alone. But besides that, look at any all their rule, like they just said. Don't just get rid of them and we'll find another interim government and go to another election.
All right. To this caller, good evening. Hello. Yeah, go ahead, my brother.
Hello, my good friends. You know, sometimes, you can bring up some good discussion. Sometimes you are very envious. The last time you did the same thing, all second to second.
Hello.
Everything.
Hello. Yeah. No, I'm not quite. No, listen, I'm not quite about. If you have issues with somebody, say you may. But hello, listen now, my brother. Thank you. We're not forcing. Say Monk or Sekou or Steve or Mabel. He said this. The other. Don't just blanket everybody together. No. And I put discuss issues.
All right, I'm talking in line of the political registration. You know, to be envious of someone is not good. Always centered through FM. Wow, it's not right. Be very frank. Be very frank. Be very frank. If you are discussing something, discuss it all through FM. Well, how the person did the hard criminal? What have you said? You're not criminal.
All right, thank you. So you have to take one or two more. You have the
just take one more so we can
778-339-682. If you have issues with anybody's statement, team or maybe ask the person and talk with them. Please don't just put everybody the same. You just talk to them how you want to. No, that's not professional. Say maybe on the way you talk, the way you behave is not right. Do the day. Then we all will move. So keep a calls coming. We just take one or two more calls. Then we move. 077-285-961. No, sorry. 0778-339-682. Yes, sorry, that's the number. 833-9682. Emmanuel Sano, you'll be our last caller. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening to the Judge Mano we are. Yeah, I mean, details to who and me boy who are out in America. Now, I think to the speakership, we want to our representative, minimum representative, to come in. So, what you are doing is wrong. Maybe the city speaker is wrong. Guys, moving the mail, I will play the way to come here and step here.
All right, thank you. Yokwa, no time now. We gotta go. Please, no time.
So
Yeah, so Sekou, yeah, we're back. Yes.
yeah, Steve, anyway, you want me to go first or you want
Yeah,
to go?
go first, and then Monk, and then I'll go.
1 minute, though. 1 minute, so that people can
Yeah.
hear your good program.
Okay. Let me make good use of my 1 minute. First of all, you forgot what the commission. Every time we talk about the incompetence of George Weah, without mentioning commission in the first when you all go to that commission. Every time we took a position on good governance, every time we call out corrupt officials, criminals, you always mention commies. Let me tell you today, let me be clear with you guys. If Comey becomes president today, he's not going to be Comey's Kenneth. The Kenneth family is not going to be the first family of Liberia. Sekou Kenneth may not even see any position in that government. Whether Comey's president or Comey is not president, that's not my business. But I will not sit down supinely and allow criminals, proven criminals, not going to criminal, but proven criminals, that have already shown themselves that they have nothing to offer to Liberia, for us to sit down here and allow them to have the opportunity again to destroy our country. Let me be honest with you guys. We warned you guys about Joseph Njima Boakai. Similarly, we told you Joseph Njima Boakai knows nothing. He has nothing to offer to Liberia. He was not mentally stable. He was not ready. He has nothing to offer to Liberia. We told you. You said no, you wanted him. You wanted him. You wanted Joseph Boakai. Even in his grave, you wanted him. Now you're getting exactly what you asked for. George Weah was there for 6 years. George Weah was just like Joseph Boakai is, but Joseph Boakai is worse than George Weah. George Weah had nothing to offer to Liberia. Up to now, he has nothing to offer to Liberia. George Weah is corrupt. He's confused. So, in short, George Weah business, you can hear you. I will say it 1 million times. In fact, I will do my own show later on. Just to tell you all the damages that CDC caused Liberia on Liberia, especially George Weah and his government, so you can know. So I will stop. I get 1 minute. I will stop there.
More quickly before we leave the radio.
You know, I'll take the calls after the people there. So we'll take your call. Just hold the line.
More quickly before we leave the line.
That tells you the current generation. That's why I keep telling you that the transformation of Liberia will never come from the ballot box because of the crowd of voters that we have and how they process information. Sekou was just making an analysis about Fanatic Kofa kowtowing to Georgia. He was not referring to Georgia, but look at the responses. And the thing is, it's so sad in the country, right, that we're talking about corruption and bribery and the illegal removal of the speaker. And all of a sudden, because Sekou just make an inference to Georgia, this whole nature of the show changed. And I said it even before the election. I said, look, it more than likely for another criminal to become president in that country than any good presidential candidate. Because I keep saying it, every time you talk about corruption and bad governance, who they always mention? Nobody else with the exception of they're not coming. Because they don't want people like Cummings in Liberia. Yeah. No, they don't. So he's the first one that can identify, even if the discussion has nothing to do with him. So that alone should tell you what happened in the country. And that's it. People will embrace corruption. Look, my brother, if they can vote for people with sanctions, that's why I keep saying the whole thing again for Fanatic Kofa, then why is the essence? Yeah. Because where do you end this thing? because the chairmanability said maybe we got to revisit our rule because you will keep changing speaker after speaker after speaker, and there will be no end in sight. You got a constitutional crisis. Even now, the executive branch is being dragged into this thing. But guess what? They are more preoccupied with Georgia than even the fate of their own country at this stage. That's how bad it is in Liberia.
Thank you, folks. Just before we leave the line, let me
I
say
got a lot
this.
of calls coming in, but even if Melbourne leaves, we're still
Yeah.
going to be here
Yeah.
because we got to
Yeah,
take
let me-
calls from the people so the people can participate.
Yeah, let me say this. Let me say this before we leave the radio. I want to first of all thank all the callers for calling, whether you disagree or not. For the other caller who called, I don't know if he's representing Stanton or the Spoon Network. That's fine. But let me say this to you. On here, we state the facts. Nobody hates Stanton or hates the Spoon Network. Anybody. It's not about hate. We state the truth. Stanton is a convicted, confessed criminal. These are facts. And we'll say it. We'll not shy away from it. The last thing I want to say is this. Many of us Liberians, we profess to like good. The reason you're bringing Mr. Cummings' name in a conversation, because you know Mr. Cummings is a good person. You know Mr. Cummings is equipped. You know Mr. Cummings is able to lead that country. You know Mr. Cummings will bring transformation and change in that country. But since you're addicted to criminals, you will switch from one criminal to another. So you're rejecting it and you're bringing him in the conversation, even when he shouldn't be involved in the conversation. And yes, George, we are enable criminality in the country. It's a fact. It is a fact, and it will be mentioned. Because had he done the right thing, we wouldn't have United Party there again. No, we wouldn't have United Party. Joseph Boakai would probably be retired and sitting down somewhere else. It is his doing that brought back Joseph Boakai and United Party. And they colluded with Joseph Boakai and United Party. Let me know that United Party played them. So guess what? Joseph Boakai, George Weah is culpable. So we'll call his name. So if you think you will bring George Weah back to voting in, bring back voting in. He will not change. The thing what he will do will not change. Who told you that the people will change? Who told you the criminals will change? They will not change. Keep giving them chances and expect Liberia to change. But we are here to remind you, and we are here to tell you daily, like Mr. Cannon said, we told you about Boakai. You never listen, you make excuses. And why you got today? The mess that going on in the House of Representatives. You know who they're sponsoring it? Joseph Boakai is aware of it fully. And he didn't know what they're doing. For them, that politics. They dwell in chaos, they live in chaos, because that is the way they can steal. They get one group of people that they're comfortable with, bring them there, and they all steal together, and they back each other. Then you'll recycle them. So guess what? We're not going to shy away. Who told you we'll be afraid to say the truth? Who told you we'll stop saying the truth? A mayor, y'all can bring. In fact, you're not going to bring Joey. You know who am I going to bring back? You know who am I going to bring plus Joey back? You'll bring Serena Cephas. You'll bring Samuel Twe. You'll bring all of them. You'll bring the whole CDC crew back. Please, you do it. That your children will suffer. That you will suffer in poverty. That's what we hear now.
Anyway, let me take some calls. Let me take some calls. Let me tell you something. You know, when the show got to this point, there is part I'm here like. Because me, when I'm on the defense stage, I'm at my best. Joe Weah and Joe Weah supporter, then let me tell you. Joe Weah don't want to be president, sir. Because Joe Weah knows he's not capable of doing anything for Liberia. But because you have empty heads, your brains are filled with sort of mud, you think Joe Weah can do anything. So you guys think Liberia is just about sport. Barcelona and Real Madrid, or Chelsea and Arsenal. Your side not in power, your side got to be there. Whether they produce or not, you just want your side to be there. You guys are sick. Mr. John Maulo, how you doing, sir?
How you doing, Sekou, Mom, Steve, Melbourne, and the listening public?
You're live. You're live.
You know, Mom keep on saying something, and I've also said it. This country is a failed state.
Yep.
And let me tell you something that is strategic that is going on. This issue of taking this case to the Supreme Court and asking for a writ of mandamus to correct Melbourne is a writ of mandamus that will force this 42 to come back and put their case before the plenary But when they're not 49, they can't bring their case on the floor. So they will have to sit there and wait to rather get 49 people before they can bring that case to the floor. They might, because they're all fighting on ego, they might say no. If they say no to the Supreme Court, that's a failed state right there. The only thing that will save Liberia, the Liberian people got to get up on the street and tell the legislature to step down and they must have a re-election. Other than that, these people will refuse to work together and it will cause the country to die, to not function. Now, if the Supreme Court go and say that they are right for separating themselves from the leadership, Sekou, the next person that's going to go is Joseph Walker, is Yombri, and whoever comes there, they will impeach them too, and this country will never function. So we're in a bind right now. The only people that will save this country is the Liberian people standing up, getting on the streets until this whole legislature and the government step down for a re-election. If they don't, we got a failed nation. It might end up in trusteeship, like Mark always saying, or we're interim government.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You have a caller, Steve?
Yeah, we got a couple of callers lined up here.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, caller, what's your name? Where you calling from, please?
Because when we hit the 2 hour, we'll go.
Yeah.
Steve, good afternoon, Sekou, Monk. There are two things that caught my attention. One, you guys are familiar with the story of the late General Mosquito when he said it was because of our papi we had to free the 500 Indian troops. The second one, Sekou Damati Kone, at the TRC, before the TRC hearing, Sekou Damati Kone said, I want to thank President Conte for ably assisting us to remove President Taylor. Let's go to Fonati Kofa. Fonati Kofa, I don't know whether a criminal can be a perfect investigator or a good interviewer. But Fonati Kofa placed the Liberian government and the Liberian people on the bus when he said that legislators went to him to go and open bilateral relationship with the junta, which of course is a repetition of what Leonard Charles stated to where he found himself, and Madam Seli or Damati Kone saying it when in fact the government at the time had problem with the Guinean government. So, my brother, we find ourselves at a serious crossroad. And here is another point he ran with, and nobody checkmate him. George Weah is not a Southern man. George Weah is not a crewman. That's the La Blamo Nelson, Wissa Blamo, Youngway Montgomery, and few other folks ran with for many, many years. Fonati Kofa cannot come on SK TV, and SK TV invite me, and Fonati look in my eye and say George Weah is a Southern man, so I'm voting for him. So you can see a lot of tricky games. You see politics, you see ethnicity at a higher peak. Like Mr. Marlo said, this is the time for the Liberian people to stand up. All these guys, like I said yesterday, they are a bunch of criminals. That mean no good for the Liberian people.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I got one more caller here, but I know.
Yeah, take it. Take the one more. Take the one more.
Let me see if I can get this caller here. I don't know. You put all the CDC put in a feeling today. Yeah. Yeah, caller, what's your name? Where you calling from, please?
Oh, we're not hearing that person.
Yeah, say it again, please. What's your name? Yeah, Credible Sheriff calling from Pennsylvania. Yes, you are.
We're not hearing the guy's team.
But
we're not hearing anything. We're not hearing from you.
Monk, are you hearing?
Yeah, I'm hearing.
You hearing him? Oh, but then
I'm
go
hearing
ahead.
you loud and clear.
If
Yeah,
you
I'm
can hear him,
hearing
then that's
everybody
fine.
loud and clear.
But then go ahead.
All right, quickly. Sekou, Monk, and Steve. You know, I want to disagree with Steve a little bit and Brother Sekou when it comes to Fonati resigning. For me, I don't want Fonati to resign. I want Fonati to hold on as long as those people below the 49. The Constitution mandated them to make available in order for it to be removed. You got it? I want you to hold on. I want these people to destroy themselves. I want these people to show that we are true color to Liberian people. You know, listen, 2 months ago, I told these people that there was going to be no change, absolutely no change. From people that didn't what you people want to do. In fact, I can register. There are people who mentioned it. You what doesn't not matter. It was even when Baba was there, they will vote for him. So many people fight him and you're going to because of a never result. Let's when I just stay there. Let everybody see them. Let them fight so we can see them. And to go I want to say I want these people to go into constitutional crisis. I want them to go to the constitutional crisis so that the people can save themselves. Because right when people are doing it, so go and chase anyone else from there. Trust me, they're not happy. They got to go to constitutional crisis so they want to take it forth, so these people can dissolve themselves, so at least Liberia too can be able to go for another election. That's all I want to take on this issue.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, Mr. Cannon, that's it there for my end. I don't know.
Yeah. So before we go, you know, I've seen some seditious, disgruntled, frustrated seditious threatening me, saying they know things about me. You were in power for 6 years. We took on you for 6 years. Did you want not able to do? Then what are you threatening to do now? Oh, we know something about Sekou. What you know about me? You don't even know anything about me. If you know anything about me, go and pull it on the Bible. Or go put it on BBC. You people that are small picking, you're small potato then. You don't know nothing. You don't know nothing. And you can't do anything. You don't know everything. You have all the power in your hand. You have the military, you have the police, you have the money, you have everything. You were destroyed. You were destroyed. Because you guys were evil. You guys destroyed the country. You guys destroyed the fabrics of our nation. You guys corrupted the country. You guys stole from the country. You guys killed our people in daylight. That's why behind you, what kind of government, what kind of young leader in Africa in power, you get defeated by less than 30,000 votes? He even rushed to make concession before even the total vote was announced. You guys are nothing. You got nothing behind you. You guys are a bunch of toothless bulldogs. Empty mouth, empty heads. If you can even collectively join to say Joe Weah can be our president, then all of you heads are empty. Because Joe Weah is a reflection of all of you guys. That Joe Weah business you can't talk about here. That Joe Weah doesn't make you off to even think that Joe Weah was president before. If Joe Biden is going to be a good president, who will be talking about Joe Weah here? Bunch of foolish people. When you tell you can cause the people there. If you show me your hair is empty, I will tell you say you have an empty hair. Just stop calling me, man. I don't want no more call. I got to talk. I will do show every day. Every day after the regular show, I will deal with y'all the Joe Weah stupid to put on there. When you tell the commies. What do I got to do with commies? That commies told Joe Weah now to advance himself?
Because you're talking about bad governance and corruption, so they already identified.
That committee told Joe Weah that he should be corrupt. That committee told, who is calling me, man? I'm going to block you if you continue to do this. this guy here, hey, stop calling me. I'm not taking any more calls. Okay? You heard me? I'm not taking any more calls. Stop bothering me. You're distracting me. Because I'm calling CDC now, you just angry. You won't be bothering me. Stop calling. I'm going to block you if you call me one more time. Stop calling me. Yeah, I said I'm not taking calls. The show finished. So, Monk, the thing is, Labra is just a curse. Where in the world, somebody who just left power, he had all the opportunity in the world. He had all the money. He had all the support from the Liberian people. For 6 years. The only thing Jawia could do, can boast of, was to be a money launderer. To be a drug seller. To the point where he was summoned by the United States government.
Yeah.
By the CIA.
CIA of all federal institutional agencies. CIA.
So you want
unprecedented.
Back?
Yeah, in African history.
And make Liberia or send or transit point of drugs. He or all his Jamaican family, they were involved in drugs and money laundering. Jovia said no himself. Now you're the one talking. Jovia know he can't be anything anymore. That's why depending on your own proving that your heads are empty. It doesn't have to be commies. Let me tell you something. Even a decent citizen, I can support a decent citizen against George Weah. Even somebody intelligent from the Unity Party, I can support them against George Weah. We already tried him. He failed. He knows nothing. He got nothing to offer to Liberia. But because you people are a bunch of empty-headed people, a bunch of beheaded chicken with no sense of direction, you want us to be like you. Because we refuse to be like you, then you associate everybody with commies. No, it doesn't have to be commies. Anybody but George Weah. That is seen to your date. You know, the party person, you know what? Oh, you know, the thing here is about getting rid of George Weah. We said, no, that's not the point. If you get rid of George Weah in Bush, if someone non-score there, you will get the same result. If you remove George Weah and post someone a corrupt-minded person there, will get the same result. You're never listening. Yeah, here we are now. You think everybody wants to be like stupid like us? We just follow somebody because we don't like we don't like, you know, the behavior of the Unity Party. Then we can just bring anything. Shame on you, man. Hello, yes, anyway, I'm about to go. I wonder you I can take the call, because I was not going to take the whole call.
You're so special because I've been calling you because I'm at work at this time. The show today is hot.
What's up? What's going on? We're about to leave now.
I'm good. I love the way that you best so you can talk. I love when people mad. You can just
I can talk when I'm on the defensive.
Simple, let me say to the people that are talking. I think Monk and Moses made a point about Nigerian people knowing good and refusing what is good. Because if they know somebody is good, they won't be calling Alexander Cummings' name, all right? And carry on. They know he's good. They know he has record. We told them everything that Bwaka ever touched is failed or is failed. Even he himself told us they squander. Okay? We took the CPP and gave it to him, he damaged it. All right? They know Alexander Cummings have record. But let me leave that Alexander Cummings issue. Let me come to where we are. If they don't get that 48.6 vote, the Supreme Court might even be trying to get involved. The Supreme Court needs to be telling them to go to work because that's their job. Their job is to interpret the law and administer the law. And the executive has a responsibility to enforce the law. Okay? Based on our Constitution, in fact, the framers of the Constitution put in the Constitution what number 2/3 of the 73. Okay? They do not have quorum. They do not have the 73 to remove. I don't care who say they're going to law, not going to law school.
Oh, what happened? Your line is getting bad.
Yeah, I'm not hearing her. I'm not hearing her from my end.
Can I get it?
Now we can hear you.
Oh, now I can hear you.
Okay. Okay, I think my phone went in and out. For me at this point, for Nani Kofa Monastic and cut out, everybody know that I didn't support him. But on this one, the very people were the one who elected him to lead the charge. All right? This is not about the Liberian people, and they know it's not about them. It's about the Liberian people that won't be taking bribe. We have the money. People are showing it. If it's about the Liberian people, it's about job creation. We all know that the budget was finger, okay? And it went back and recaptured the budget. Where is that budget? Well, just in June, in April, all right? And all of a sudden, they agreed to that. So therefore, I see Yan Flomo. All right? Sitting there with a straight face. Those people are not about the Liberian people business. This is not about the bread and butter issue. This is not about getting medication in the JFK or getting a scanning machine in JFK. This is not about saving women's lives while giving birth to children. This is not about building school and putting roof on the buildings and creating an environment for our children to learn in a conducive environment. This is about this, about their cost. So if somebody tells me that's allowed, why did the representative that spoke the other day say that they want somebody who, when they give their money to the Senate, they get their cut? That's why he's saying so many words. And so you play that video, maybe you need to play it. You play the other 2 days ago. So these people, what Liberian people need to do is, if they cannot go to work, they need to recall them. They need to go because they're not about the Liberian people's business. John is correct. The Liberian people will be the referee. They will either get themselves up and ask these people to leave. If they can't do their job, they are not able to work together. They cannot hold the nation hostage.
Thank you.
They're paying them is too much. All right? So for Nadi, stay in there. You don't need to go anywhere, my dear. You do not. You need to stay there. We need them to show their hand because we will put them out or we will drag them out. Some of us will get on the thing and come to Liberia to sit in the street so they can get out. They need to go. Thank you.
Thank you, Mom. Let it out.
Well, she said it. She said it all. I just want to close on this point. You know, Sekou, let me tell you something. It took me a while to figure it out. You will get mad with these people, but there is no need. You know, you cannot live above the limit of your experience. That one thing I realized in life. Sekou, the reason you want a better Liberia because you experience a better Liberia. You are dealing with a whole generation of Liberians that believe what they are experiencing now is a better version of Liberia. So if you talk against what they are experiencing, they believe that you are going against the grain, that you are bringing the worst, when in fact you are calling for the best. That's why we are stuck. So when you just do a demographic breakdown of our country, almost 65% of our population below, we got one of the youngest population in the entire West Africa. It took me a while to figure the thing. I said, now I got it. Because you can only want best if you experience something better. How can you want best if you've always been living in the worst? So when a guy like you talk about transparency, about good governance, no, for them, what they are experiencing now is good governance. Even though it's not, but that's what they believe, because that's what they were exposed to. So when you're talking about the future of the country and bringing about good leadership, no, they don't want that. That's why I told you guys on the show. I said, if the Liberian people want Mr. Cummings or Tewan Gonglo or any leader that would believe would be the best for Liberia, you will hear it from them, you will see it from them, they will gravitate to you naturally. This idea that you can appeal to their own logic, it will never work. It just will never work. And I think I'm with Ceci Yaseni on this one. Fanatic cover the people who are bringing charges against you as equally as corrupt as you. I'm not a fan of you. I will never be a fan of you. But I want you to make the thing a spectacle, so that we can watch it like the trial of the century, like the Nuremberg trial, so the Liberian people can have an opportunity to be the ultimate referee and call the shot. Because I believe when you drag this thing, more names will get involved, and then we'll get to the point that, you know what, maybe there's a constitutional crisis and it's about time for all of them to go. Maybe we'll shut down the government. So I'm praying for that scenario to happen again, so the Liberian people can have another opportunity to make a better decision for that country moving forward. I will close for now, Mr. Kane. I think we had a beautiful day.
Yeah,
even though situation
thank you guys,
for you, but
no, not matter. I don't want to get mad. I can just say my own. I can just tell my own. They be mad. So sometimes I can just do that to get under their skin more. I can talk harsh. I can put some strength in my voice just to get under their skin. Because
and one thing Steve always keep telling about you that keep puzzling me, right? Steve said Sekou got multiple personalities. He can be cool sometimes, but even when you go to party when you see Sekou performing, you'll be surprised, like, oh, this guy who can be so cool and quiet, like harmless, like a dope, don't mind him. He got the other side. I was surprised when he got
for me personally, Monk, I don't have problem. But when you are stupid, I can just tell you you are stupid. And we can still be friends. I'll just tell you the truth. I'll just tell you who you are. For them, simply because Joseph Boakai is performing so dissonantly, they want everybody to just say, you know what, Joseph Boakai is bad, so Jowia is good. No. How stupid can you be? I mean, you got other seditions. Are they not qualified to be president? It has to be somebody who you already tried and you failed. Try somebody else. That's why I don't have no hate for CDC or seditions. But the idea that John Weah can come back, if you know that the man has nothing to offer to Liberia, it means that you don't know what you want. Bring somebody else. Then we can evaluate that person. Maybe we can, support that person. Bring somebody else. Somebody competent.
Sekou, let me give you a breaking news. When you were gone for the past couple of days, right? When Milburn said Saturday week, there was a guy called Ansumana Kamara. He said something. It was a comment. It was very profound. He said, the reason all these things happen in Liberia and nothing is expected to change because even the people that were voted into office, they don't have regard for the people that even voted them into office. That statement, right? When we left the show, I thought of it for a long time. I said, wow, why the guy is saying is the truth? Because when you don't have regard for the people, then you cannot have regard for the Constitution. That's why they believe this cycle will keep continuing. Oh, just because we remove Eli Tyler, we can remove Snow. Just because we remove Snow, we can move Fanatic Kofa. So how does that come to an end? Because the people themselves in the country, they choose not to be respected, and the people who represent them believe that, you know what, we can do anything. Because if you are in favor of Liberia, and Fanatic Kofa tells you on a platform that for every year the budget has been manipulated with the consent of the executive, you will say, no, we might as well shut the entire country down because this thing is not making sense. That's why I keep saying it's a failed state. We are pretending like we have a country, but we don't. At the end of the day, it will take something radical to change Liberia. It will not come from the democratic process because every institution is fundamentally broken down. Mr. Kane, let's call it quick for today. I think we'll cover ground. Thanks.
Thank you,
man. We'll tomorrow.
To close, Felicia, I understand your point. I may not know any good CDC where I sit, but if CDC can open herself to other Liberians that we don't even know, maybe there are some good people out there. I don't want the problem to be about party identity. That'll be about the individuals that we know they are corrupt. They should not be given the chance to be president of Liberia. People who involved in killing other people in the name of politics should not be given the opportunity to be president of Liberia. And George Weah is guilty of everything. He's corrupt. They kill people mysteriously. They damage the country. He was just sitting there, merrymaking, womanizing, smoking weed and drinking. Then you want me to come to be president. They say we now have nobody in the country. Y'all get angry all you want. That's business. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll be here. Inshallah. Yeah, good night.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We touch it from podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Foreign people who willing to serve. Blessing that time and that effort are rest. The brothers giving us the end of the rest of them. The welcome and life without again.
I live Master. Play Paris, I can't ask it if you been you. Say my journey, I can't ask my jam. And yes, I know money.